Welcome to Grow Your Garden with Sal, your go-to show for growing fresh veggies in thriving greenery. Visit the store at 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia, where expert advice meets everything you need to grow. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Grow Your Garden with Sal, for even more tips and tutorials. Let's dig in and get your garden growing. Here's Sal.
Hey everybody, welcome in on our little garden talk we got going on this morning. It's a beautiful morning outside. I'm here with Joshua.
Good morning,
Josh.
how you doing?
Doing great. And we also have a special guest in here who's been steadily helping me with the guinea pig adoptions and also planting in the high tunnel. And I got the eggplant dress on because we planted eggplant. What day was that? Thursday?
A couple days ago.
Yeah, Thursday. So, yeah. So, welcome in. This is Megan.
Good morning.
Good morning, welcome to the show. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Got a lot of rain last night, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night, and man, I was on the drive home from here at the station last night. It was pouring. I almost had to pull over on 26. It was bad.
And it's made everything so green. I mean, it's like after it rains and you go out there the next morning, everything's so beautiful. And that's because of the nitrogen in the air as the water comes down. It gives that boost of nitrogen, and nitrogen gets everything nice and green and pretty. So it's a great time to get your garden growing. And, next week is Mother's Day.
Yes.
So I got, how about come out to Sal's? Meet Megan. You're going to be there this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Megan will be helping you out in the greenhouse. Plant her some tomatoes, some peppers, all kind of stuff. Yeah. And if the weather is right, tomorrow we're going to be planting at Josh's house.
Yeah. I still have never planted that onion plant, the onion box you got me. I still have it sitting in my garage. Everything's still in it. So I'm just going to give that back to you.
Did you?
Yeah, I think we're going to plant them. We'll plant them under the tomatoes.
Okay.
Yeah. Onions don't especially do well in the heat, but if you can get it up under something, it also is a good bug deterrent.
Yeah, well, what you guys will see tomorrow is that my house is very shaded. Everything around my house is shaded. I have a lot of trees, and where the sun comes by my house, in between my neighbor's house and my house, there doesn't get very much sun, and that's the only place where we can have our garden.
Yeah.
So it's a challenge. There's not very much sunlight, but we'll. We have no choice. We'll have to take care of it.
And we're going to be taping that too, so we can get it up on YouTube. But I have one question. Can I, since it's May the 4th, can I have my lightsaber out there?
That's fine. You can dress up like a Star Trooper. Is that what? No.
So what?
What are they
Star
called?
Wars.
No, I know, but what are they called? What are those?
Stormtroopers.
Stormtrooper,
Oh,
not a
yes.
Star Trooper.
You're going to be a stormtrooper. You can be an Ewok.
You think you can get a lightsaber like Weed Whacker?
That would be cool.
My cousin has not a real lightsaber, but it was like $500.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah, it was. I think he got it from like Walt Disney or Disney World or Universal, whichever. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'm excited to get some stuff in my garden. I texted you yesterday, and you asked me what I wanted in the garden. I said I wanted tomatoes, peppers, jalapenos. I want everything.
And sweet snacking peppers?
Yeah, everything. Well, see, here's the thing. I still have all those sweet snacking peppers from last year in my freezer. We've only used them one time. And they were great, but I've only used them once.
But when you walk out there and you get to just pick off the vine, it's amazing. So I think if you see them on the vine, they're going to be gone as soon as the sweet snacking peppers they're a little tiny. So you need to, and the bush doesn't get that big. So you need to plant a whole bunch of them. I would say at least 6 bushes to get a good amount. And I'm not a big pepper eater, but I can just walk out. I mean, they're like candy.
Really?
I have to wash my produce. I don't just walk out and eat food.
You just
I'm not an animal. that maybe is a little bit disrespectful towards you, but I can't just walk out and eat something. I feel like I have to wash it. I don't know.
Oh, goodness. Not ready. I'm not sure if you're quite ready to be on my team for the zombie apocalypse. You're getting close.
I'll
close.
I'll take care of, I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it yet. I mean, I can't, Like when I was a kid, a lot of kids would like drink out of the hose. I would never do that.
I did that
Really?
the other day for the first time in a long time at the Big Red Barn Veteran Retreat.
Yeah.
I was like drinking. Yeah.
I was doing that in your garden.
Yeah, I know, right?
You saw me.
Well, see, with Sal's, it's not too bad because it's freezing cold because it's from a well,
Yes.
Yeah.
and so that's nice on your face whenever you have been out gardening all day. I'm
It
sure.
is very, very ice cold. You let it run for just a little bit. Yeah, it is. It's really good. And y'all, we have a greenhouse full of stuff. Megan has been planting the seeds. So you planted okra seeds, zucchini seeds into trays. The okra, I hope, is going to pop up today. And I do believe the okra and the moringa, we're going to move over to the high tunnel just because it needs hot weather and see if it'll pop up a little quicker. Because we do have the fans going on in the greenhouse for your comfort, for anybody's comfort to come in there. So it's so come down, get your plants. It's not too late to plant. And get the heavy hitter Amelia tomatoes. They're nice size, so you can plant them deep into the ground. And it's as long as you feed them really heavily, you don't have to prune. You don't have to have a lot of care with them. I mean, they're just amazing.
All right, so do we have anything going on at the store other than any classes or sales or any specific sales going on?
We do have $1 off all the Bonnie plants, and our prices are always so good that it seems like it's always on sale. So the Sun Grows $22. I've gotten like 2 a.m. last night. I got a couple messages from people watching our YouTube channel saying, "Is it still $22?
Yeah.
I'm coming today to get some for Mom, get her garden started." So
Well,
yeah.
There's a whole lot going on at the store this afternoon, and we're very excited about it. But we're here this morning to talk to you and to answer your questions. So you can call in 803-799-8255. That's a Groucho's Deli phone line. And we're also streaming on YouTube and Facebook at Greer Garden with Sal. And we'll answer a couple questions here in just a minute. But you can type in your questions there and we'll answer it. But call in. It's your show as well.
Do.
So, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, exactly. And we have Megan and Swan was on last week, so they're going to be hosting the show on June the 7th for the Art and Ag Tour for me. So they're getting a feel for the show, so we're super exciting to have y'all here. What's your favorite part of growing so far?
I like the selling because I get to talk to people.
She is great in retail, and it's really hard to find somebody that's personable. So, yeah, you're fantastic at it.
Well, I'll give you a little weather report real quick, just so, and because it's going to tie into the question that we have. I think if I can get my science right, it's going to tie into the question that we have on our Facebook page. So today we're going to have a little bit more rain. It's going to end up a little bit cloudy, I think, the rest of the day. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get some rain closer towards 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and it'll be cloudy this evening. Tomorrow, early morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's going to be from about midnight tonight or 11 p.m. tonight till about 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll get some rain. But
wow.
The rest of the week is pretty clear except for Wednesday and Thursday. But
and we need that rain. We really do.
High 80s.
It was
high
super
70s.
dry.
High 70s.
Yes.
Tuesday, it's going to be about 78 every day this week. High of 78 every day.
That'd be
this week.
great because I want to get. It's a little late to plant potatoes, but I've got a lot of potatoes that need to get in the ground. So I'm going to try to prolong the season, which I've been doing for the last few years by planting them where they get the morning sun. And then not the hot sun. So that's one thing I want to get done this week is plant some potatoes.
It's a week of getting stuff done.
It is. We've been working hard, hadn't we?
Yes.
We got several eggplants planted. We got the front. The guinea pigs helped clean up the front. And so we got it all landscaped. We're going to have a guinea pig paradise, right?
Yes, we are.
Beautiful. We'll be right back. Stick around. We'll be back in just a second.
Yes. Thank you.
For over 17 years, the Original Landscape Supply in Chapin has provided gardeners with top-quality organic soil, mulch, and sand. Whether you're planting flowers, vegetables, or shrubs, we have what you need to grow strong, beautiful plants. Visit theoriginallandscapesupply.com to give your garden the best.
When it needs to come down, call the pros who get it done right. From porches to pools, houses to sidewalks. If you want it gone, it's gone. Fast. Professional, committed to top quality service. We handle residential, commercial, even emergency jobs. Demolition Services LLC, locally owned and ready to work. Call 803-553-8453 and let's clear the way today.
Saturday morning on the point, 100.7 FM, 1470 AM. It's Grow Your Garden with Sal. Good morning if you're just tuning in. It's a great morning. It's an amazing morning, and it's even better now that we're joined by Miss Marianne from One Hubcap Farm in Blythewood.
Woo.
Miss Marianne, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, I'm just pulling up your website here, and it's a beautiful. I see these flowers on here. First of all, they look beautiful. So I'm sure by the first picture I see, I'm sure everything you're doing over there is great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try.
So tell us a little bit about your farm and what you got going on over there.
Okay. Well, people always ask me about the name, One Hubcap Farm, and the name came from a discovery that we made in our woods. We found one hubcap of a 1937 Plymouth truck down in the woods, and so that's where the name came from. And I grow cut flowers. I have you-pick flowers where you can pick your own flowers, as well as bouquets that you can pick up every Friday and Saturday from 9 to 6. It's self-serve, so you can just kind of stop by whenever you'd like to. And then next Saturday, I have a Mother's Day market where I'm collaborating with some other local businesses and farms. I like to work with other folks in the community, just like I know Sal does as well. So from 9 to 12, Bushels and Bags Farm's going to have vegetables.
They're so great.
Flower Power. Yes, they are. I think they were on with you not too long ago, right?
They were. Oh, my gosh. Just a sweet couple. Just Lance is just awesome. Just like you.
Yes, absolutely. And then Flower Power is going to have bread and some goodies. It'll be good.
That'll be awesome. So you get to.
Yes.
So when people come up, you're in Blythewood, and you're pick your own event. So they just you said it's help yourself. So can you explain a little bit? Did they book online or how?
No, I'm just totally. I have everything set up where people can pay with a credit card. I have a cash box, Venmo, Cash App, and they kind of come and just. I have the materials set out, and they can just show up whenever they would like to and pick flowers. And I have it kind of marked off where I need them to stay out of, and directions and signage stuff. So it's just on the honor system, and people are usually very good about things.
I got a really important question for you. Are any of your flowers edible?
Some of them maybe. I don't officially say that they are. So
that's probably a smart thing. You might have people out in your garden just
grazing.
Just grazing like cows.
Yes.
Just picking off a petal, having a snack with their bread.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So this is a great event to bring your mother to, right?
Right. Absolutely.
This would be so awesome.
So do you like? How does so I also see on your website you have the store, and you have pre-made arrangements for Mother's Day, and just in general different bouquets. Do you primarily do that, or is it mostly just pick your own?
I do a little of both, honestly. I don't usually have the pre-arranged stuff except for Mother's Day, Easter, kind of holidays. But I started out kind of just wanting to do both of them. I would say probably half and half. Some people just want to come by and grab a bouquet, so I have the flower stand open every weekend also, and then some people want to come for the pick your own experience.
And it's a great time to get some pictures too, some nice summer pictures with the kids against the background of the flowers. I mean, it's just gorgeous out there.
Yeah, that would be beautiful.
And you're also on the one of the people. We're going to be highlighting people on the Ag and Art Tour. That's June the 7th and 8th. So you're also on that, correct?
That's correct.
Yay! So what all are you going to have out there? If you don't know can you tell them what the the Ag and Art Tour is? Sorry.
Sure. Sure. I don't know the official list of the artisans yet. However, what it is that people, I supply the agriculture part of the tour, and so the farm, it's at a farm. Mm-hmm. All the stops are at farms. And then the art part, there's different artisans or artists that come out and kind of sell and show what they have going on. So I've had painters out before painting pictures of flowers.
Ooh,
people that do woodworking. There's a lady, she's called Dots and Doodles. And she has stationery and stickers and fun things like that. I think she's coming back. My daughter has soap that she's going to be selling, handmade goat's milk soap, and just different things like that. So you can kind of come to every farm, see the farm, and then you can see what the artisans have to offer also.
It's a great way to go out and support your different farms. We got a lot of farms on the Richland County tour, too, a whole lot. So how do people get in contact you and find out more information? Do you have a newsletter, or do you have where they can sign up to get more information about your farm?
I do. You can just go to my website, onehubcapfarm.com, and all that information is right there. There's a pop-up where you can sign up for the newsletter, and also a place where you can contact me.
Well, we're
I'm also on social media.
Absolutely. We're so excited for our Ag and Art Tour, and we're so glad to be able to have on these different farmers and gardeners over the next couple weeks. The Ag and Art Tour is from 7th through the 8th. You can find our Ag and Art Tour at agandarttour.com/Richland to find all the sites coming up. So thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. Y'all too.
Thank you, Marianne. And we'll have all the links to our information on our Facebook and our YouTube channel. So definitely. Thank you so much. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Bring out your mom. I mean, that's just such a unique opportunity. So where are you going to go, stop by the big box store and grab some flowers when you can go out and support a local farmer only about 15 minutes from Columbia, not very far.
Right.
And really make an experience, bring your cameras out, take pictures. A lot of fun for Mother's Day. So definitely check her out. Thank you so very, very much. Other gifts you can get for your mom is how about come out to my farm and pick out some H&J cattle meat and have some really nice Wagyu.
All right, so my mouth was a little bit dry before you said that sentence. But now it's kind of watering. So H&J cattle, and you can't really speak on this. I've decided that Sal is not really allowed to speak on this topic, Megan, because she does not eat meat.
No,
yeah, that's true.
I need Mad Bear here, though.
Yes,
she was
Mad Bear
super
can come in
happy
here.
about the roast beef. Yeah, she wants it for Mother's Day.
So H&J Cattle, we're so happy to have them as one of our amazing sponsors here on the show. Megan, I'm not sure if you know this. I think I've said it every single week since September 14th, whenever we had them in here. Whenever we had them in there. H&J Cattle, they came to the studio here and they cooked, I don't know, probably 12 steaks for a couple of us. Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to watch
unmatched.
the video too.
It's unmatched.
Yeah.
They had I mean the best stuff in the world.
Can we have him back?
Well, I was trying to get Sal to see if we could have him come back into just for our show in the morning.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, breakfast steak. That's my favorite.
I know, exactly. And the bacon's real popular. And like I said, the Wagyu is the more expensive meat that's got the marboring. And it's really great for special occasions, too. So it's really, really good. We also have the Hereford, which is premium.
Hereford.
Moo.
Yes, that also works. So I'm looking on their website. You can go online to hnjcattle.com. Just, some of the best stuff ever. They have, bundles, and they have, burger meats and everything. Brats and Wagyu.
Skin cream?
Yes, well, we call it beef tallow for skincare.
Yeah, so if you're into herbs and mixing up your own herbs, that's a good base for it.
It's whipped Hereford beef tallow for skincare. It has castor oil, jojoba.
I know. Somebody did pronounce that for me, but I ain't going to try to screw it up. I'll let you do it this time.
Frankincense. Okay,
that's frankincense. That's
was pretty bad. Frankincense and blue tansy, vanilla essential oil, and Okay.
It's got a lot of
Arrowroot
stuff
powder.
in it.
Okay, it's made for your skin. It's not dirty. It's clean.
It's clean, and you can also just get it plain and then add your own stuff like comfrey. I've got comfrey grown at the store. You can batter that up, put it in there. It's a good numbing agent and drawing out agent. So good for mixing your herbs with. So, yeah, definitely support them. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We've also got the original landscape company too, which is awesome. So if you need some bulk soil, I sell soil like bag soil, but if you want some bulk soil delivered,
mulch,
mulch. If you want to get your mom's place looking really, really nice for Mother's Day, bring in some rocks, some shelves. A great place. They're in Chapin. And then we've got demolition services. So if you need to get everything tore up before you do that.
So here's how the timeline goes, okay?
Yes.
So you eat steak from H&J Cattle.
Yes.
And then you get Darnell from Demolition Services. You get him out there, demolish everything in your house, even your house. Demolish your house.
Yeah.
And then you get, he can make the garden or whatever, and then you get the original landscape supply to get a bunch of bulk soil, and we're talking on your entire where your house is. Like we're replacing your house with a big garden. Okay, so then you have you have the soil, the bulk soil on your land, and then you have sow where you can get all the seeds and the seedlings to plant everything. And then you get H&J Cattle again to eat some more steaks after everything's taken care of.
There you go. Can they have a grill out there? Darnell can help you get that set up, and you can have like a little grill. And then you can have flowers from Marianne. So, we've got your whole Mother's Day planned.
This would be great. So, all right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about some plants of the week.
Yes.
And
did we have a question?
Yes, we do have a couple questions.
Okay.
I forgot about that. We have a couple questions. You can call in as well, 803-799-8255.
Yeah, call us in. It makes us look good. Come on now.
Talk to us.
Talk to us. We don't bite.
We don't bite, and it's, a lot of people don't realize that it's good because another person might be having the same question, and it's good when somebody can call in and ask that question.
Exactly. Yeah, so call in. Definitely come to the store too, so we'll be back in just a second. Hey everybody, we're just having a party in this studio because we're so excited about gardening and all the gifts for Mother's Day coming up.
Flowers on steaks.
Yeah, flowers, steaks. And we also are rehoming guinea pigs too. So if you want to study a little bit about guinea pigs, we have them for $25 for baby guinea pigs.
They're really cute.
They're really cute. They eat the grass. They do take a lot of care, so they don't like the hot. They don't like the cold. And they need a sizable cage and vitamin C and lots of food.
Okay, that was a little bit too much for me.
Yes.
Can we not just... Okay, I have an idea, okay? Let's just
not
give
grilled
all of
guinea
them,
pig.
Definitely not. I'm not Pop. He probably would do that. Anyways, I'm just saying. You got how many guinea pigs did you get to start off with? 2.
Yes.
Really?
Actually, we got 14. We started with 2, and then people found out that so people just kept bringing guinea pigs.
Oh,
so
no.
Well, let's just say that I think it's time. I think it's getting to be a problem. I think Megan. I think we need to have an intervention.
But how much we're training them to come up to people now when they have the little food in their hand and they squeal and they're entertainment.
They're friendly. They're so sweet.
They are very sweet. But yes, we do need to get better at sexing them. We do not want any more unwanted pregnancies.
Yes, we just need to separate them all. And I mean, how long do they live?
9 years. A long time. They're so cute. Oh my God. So come out to the farm, feed the guinea pigs, see the goats, the mules. My farm's in North Columbia, so we got a lot going on.
113 Hilltop Drive. That's right outside of, it's in Columbia. 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia. And growyourgardenwithsal.com. If you can find something in the store, you can also find it online. That's what I like about it.
So if you're listening, we have a huge following in Michigan that's been ordering a lot of pasty butt.
Go Lions.
Yes.
So, all right.
And seeds and all kind of stuff.
So while you answer this question on Facebook, I'm going to answer these 2 callers. So I'm going to give you this question. What is the best way to add nitrogen to the soil naturally?
Yeah, that's really, really important. Nitrogen, you have to have it for stuff to grow. But if you have too much nitrogen, you're going to grow only leaves. And that's okay. It's okay to have high nitrogen in the wintertime because what you're doing is planting your collards, cabbage, broccoli, and you're eating the leaves, right? But in the summertime, you're not eating the leaves per se. You're going to be eating the fruit. So something less than 5% would be great. I like cottonseed meal. The organic tomato tone's got about a 3% in it. But if you're doing something like corn, and you want to go the organic route, cottonseed meal, alfalfa meal, really good. Chicken compost, too, you just got to be really careful because it's really hot on it. But pretty much for the summer garden, you don't need a whole lot of nitrogen except for corn. So I hope that answered the question.
I hope so. I was too busy. I didn't really hear it, so go ahead and say it all again.
No, I know, and that was so I'm getting used to being the distractions, too, in the studio because that's really...
Yeah. You know what? I have to answer the calls. You know, I don't just.
No. We're happy, but I'm proud of myself. Should I get a clap? I did good without stopping and messing up and.
So we'll get some more claps after we get to the plans of the week.
So loved.
But one more question, Miss Danita, the same person that asked the last question, says, "I still have Swiss chard planted last fall, doing well in my garden. Does it do well during the summer as well?"
Not really. Maybe you can plant some taller growing plants around there to help shade it off a little bit, but our summers get way too hot, but it should be okay until about mid-May. But either shade it out with some shade cloth or put some plants around it, or if it's in a pot, move it to a place where it's getting the morning sun and the late afternoon sun. But not that hot sun from 11:30 to about 3:30. It's just blazing. So yeah, it will seed out on you. So
I'm not excited for summer.
Why not?
I don't like the heat.
I love the warm.
I know.
105 degrees you like?
But you can go to the beach.
Yeah, we don't have a beach in Columbia.
But you're only yeah. What beach party?
Yeah.
Everybody meet at Sal's and we'll go down there. Only if Junebug can come.
Can we bring the guinea pigs?
I thought you said you had a pool at your house now. I thought you said you're getting a big dumpster.
So Darnell actually sent a pool out there. It's just I won't say it's just, but it's an above ground pool. So exactly what I wanted. So yes, now we gotta get an engineer to put it up.
Well, maybe Miss Sherry can join us in the pool. Miss Sherry, good morning. How you doing?
Morning, darling. How are you?
We're doing amazing. We're glad to have you on the show.
Good. So I've already been out this morning, Sal, and planted part of my stuff I bought yesterday. I got my peppers and eggplant in the ground.
Yay!
And I talked to my sister, and she planted corn yesterday, so I need to get her some cottonseed meal Monday when I'm out there.
Yes,
and I guess I'll snag some, too, since I got a few kernels to plant. Is it too late to start tomatoes from seed?
No, because you can actually plant all the way up till July.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, I plant my second. I actually try to plant every 2 weeks after May 1st. So, every 2 weeks and all the way up into July. You can even push it a little farther sometimes. Because in July, the heat's going to get those tomatoes up quick. And then by the time they're mature, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. Those fall temperatures, they love it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm definitely going to plant. I bought 2 trays, mostly of tomatoes yesterday. So
did you get Amelia?
I'll go ahead. Yeah, I think I got 1 Amelia.
Good. What else did you get?
John wanted the Cherokee purples. Those are his favorites.
Oh, they are so good.
A few beefsteak and big boys, so he was happy with that. But he likes that. He likes Cherokee purples. They are so good.
They're really good. Lemon Boy is a good one, too.
One Lemon Boy, I think, left. I got it.
Oh, that's great. I'm glad I got my Lemon Boy in the ground.
That's out there and play. And all that rain that you had out at your shop yesterday, when I was digging this morning, we finally got some rain late, evening, early evening, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nothing. I mean, I dug the hand down 2 inches and it was dry as bone.
Are you really? Just
because you get the rain, you still need to check your soil.
That's the truth. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It poured at my house, thank goodness. But yeah, when we get back in, we got to water everything in the greenhouse, the high tunnel, get the winnie gigs out. And the guinea pigs like the water too. I didn't know. This is their first real rainstorm, so I was watching them, and they were just bathing themselves and having a good old time.
Can they swim?
I looked it up. They can swim, but because they come from South America and there's so much that likes to eat them in the, they prefer not to.
Thank you for the call, Miss Sherry. Great question.
Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Wayne calling in. Mr. Wayne, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning?
Better than we deserve.
Doing great. And Mr. Wayne's got this plant. It's called a Limelight Hydrangea, and they're very affordable bush for your for Mother's Day. It's beautiful, beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about it? We're going to have them out at our place as soon as the internet gets back up. We're going to get it on the event page, but so you can reserve them. But Wayne has a greenhouse up. Is it Jenkinsville? You would consider that Jenkinsville.
Nursery.
Yeah, a nursery up there. So tell us a little about the Limelights and why they're so special, because they are beautiful.
All right. The Limelights, basically, they can take full sun. I've got some growing in full sun, and they're doing fine. But you really have to keep them watered good in summertime. Mm-hmm. And they will start blooming around mid-June on into the fall. And if you take the faded flowers and cut them off, mm-hmm. as soon as they start to fade, you'll have new growth come out, and they'll actually put another set of flowers on. And they're not that particular about the soil, but the main thing is planting, getting the hole right. That's the key to all your shrubbery and all, planting that hole right. There's an old saying, don't plant.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When you refer to that, the size of the hole, when you dig it out, because these are about 3-gallon plants, they're in a little bit smaller pot, but they're big. How big?
Yeah, they're in 1 gallon. They're in 1 gallon pots, but they're 3-gallon size compared to the big box stores.
Exactly.
And I would dig the hole at least 1.5 feet in diameter, mm-hmm. and say 1.5 feet deep. And if you take something like black cow and mix it 50-50 with the soil, mm-hmm. and when you start to backfill your plant, take your fingers and go around all the way around the plant to get all the air pockets out. It's very important to get the air pockets out. And then water it in good and mulch it down with pine straw or some type of mulch. If you use mulch, to keep it away from the stem about 2 inches, and you keep it well fed, and it will bloom this summer.
How big do they get?
They will get 12 feet tall if you let them.
Wow.
But I always keep mine, I always cut mine back in February because I don't need any 12-foot tall ones. And if you do let them get big, just go out there in February and kind of trim up some of the limbs, because limelights bloom on new wood and not old wood.
Oh.
You know, your old traditional hydrangeas, you know, if you cut off the old wood, it won't bloom the following season. But they're pretty easy to grow. But I would, you know, if you could give them a little afternoon shade, it would be best. But like I said, I've got them growing in full sun out here at the nursery, so it's no problem.
So plant them close to a water source for sure, so you can keep them watered. And what's so special about these? It's not the normal ones you see. They grow a little bit taller, and they start off kind of cream, and then they get their little green color. Like, I mean, they look really magical. It's all my little butterflies. They look like little butterflies. Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. And
they're a big cone-shaped flower.
Yeah, they're
a great big cone-shaped flower, and they'll get, as the plant matures, the cones actually get bigger.
Oh wow!
I mean, they get big as it is, but you know, this year you'll get some blooms on them, but next year, I mean, they grow really fast if you plant them right.
Oh, that is so cool. So we're going to have an event, probably put it up tomorrow. So definitely go to Grow Your Garden with Sal. If you're not signed up for the newsletter, go ahead and do that today. That way you can reserve your plants. Now, if you're out of town, we aren't shipping these because they're so big. But if you're in town in Columbia, Blythewood, Lexington, definitely reserve some for your mom. Come pick them up. And they're really, really affordable, too. So, Yeah, so I think less than $17 is what we were going to sell them for. So come out, support me, support Wayne. I just love that all of us farmers work together.
Support your local farmers.
Local farmers,
Yes.
the real local greenhouses and the real local farmers. So Wayne, we really appreciate you, and I appreciate all your help. Let me know how to plant some stuff, because this is not my expertise. I do more vegetable gardening, so I really appreciate you.
And if you have any customers that want some big 3-gallon blueberry plants, I have those, and they're actually loaded down with blueberries.
Cool deal.
And,
so let me know. Yeah, go ahead. We got about 30
if you
seconds.
get any orders for 3 gallons, just let me know and I can bring them up.
Yep, blueberries, elderberries, limelight. So Wayne, thank you so much, and we'll talk to everybody after the break.
Quality. That's what you get with H&J Cattle Company, where local third-generation farmers ensure you receive the finest beef in South Carolina. Our registered Hereford and Wagyu cattle are raised with sustainable practices without growth hormones, antibiotics, or animal byproducts. Taste the difference with the highest quality beef guaranteed. Order now at HandJCattle.com or on Instagram and Facebook at H&J Cattle. Again, HandJCattle.com, where ethics meets quality.
Are you getting baby chicks this season? Then listen up. There's a common problem called pasty butt. It happens when waste sticks to their bottom and blocks things up. It might seem small, but if left untreated, it can be deadly. That's why we created Pasty Butt Chick Solution, a South Carolina certified supplement with probiotics added to their feed to help keep your chicks healthy and growing strong. Just sprinkle 1 tablespoon per 6 chicks once a day. Order online at pastybuttchick.com or stop by 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia.
Hi, I'm Dondi Mercer-Plank. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting, let me introduce you to Grow Your Garden with Sal, your go-to spot for everything you need this season. As a South Carolina certified farm, they offer locally grown vegetable seedlings, plants, and seeds to help your garden thrive. And don't worry if you don't have a green thumb, Sal and her team will teach you how to grow with confidence. Shop online at growyourgardenwithsal.com or stop by 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia. Hi.
Saturday morning. Good morning. Bright and early. If you're just waking up, it's 8:48. Wake up.
And
Time to
may
go back
the
to bed.
4th be with you tomorrow. I got
Yes.
my little lightsaber. I did have a lightsaber, and I forgot to bring it. Daggone it. I did have one last time on the news. I did. Actually, the news people had the lightsabers. So,
Really?
yeah.
Well,
I had to show them how to use it.
Oh.
it's a perfect time for gardening.
It
At
is.
least, well, technically, it's always the perfect time for gardening, right?
Yeah, whether you're a Jedi, a Padawan, a youngling, just learning. Yeah.
Okay, too much Star Wars talk to me this morning.
Yeah.
So,
It's too early.
we have a question that came through on our Facebook or YouTube. I can't remember, but I also have a question. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of an odd question, but I
Oh,
think
no.
it's a beginner question that a lot of people may have. So right now so I'll speak for myself because tomorrow we're going to be at my house gardening and planting some things. So I want to know, so I've been concerned about if it's going to be too late to plant our tomatoes and our peppers. Like, how long should we wait? Because tomorrow there's a chance of rain. So I wanted to, if it was going to rain tomorrow, is it okay if we push it back a couple weeks? What's the latest date you'd say it'd be too late to plant the summer crops?
Now, at my place, we succession plant, so every 2 weeks we're planting something. So as stuff is coming up, stuff's petering out, we always got stuff. Now, that's not always great for the backyard grower because you've got limited space. But you can plant your tomato plants all the way up into about July. The problem is the sunlight and it getting super hot. So if it was able to get some, and you've got some shade, so it's going to be interesting to get over there and look at your property and see how much shade you're getting. Do you have enough sun? But yes, if you do the tomatoes in buckets and you can move it someplace where in the heat of the day, 11:30 to 3, it gets a little bit more shaded out. That's really helpful. We get so hot in Columbia.
Yeah,
and humid, and so our plants, many of our plants have an expiration date. They do, but it's time. tomatoes, like I said, you can plant all the way up into July. Some people try to get them in early, but then a lot of times they're just stunted, and they're gonna if you plant them a month ago and you plant them now, they're gonna both be the same height because of the temperature.
Okay, so this is a similar question to that. If you planted it today and you planted it a month ago, let's just say, which, I mean, debatable. That you
it was a little cool.
Yeah, if you did that, I mean, will they both end at the same? Will they both end producing at the same time?
Just about, just about. Some of your determinants may be a little bit, but still on that, if you planted them earlier and then
so
compared to that, pretty much because they got their temperature, that ground temperature.
Right. So just because you plant it late does not mean it's going to last longer.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all going to kind of, like I said, there's a little bit of a shelf life on them because of our humidity. That adds to blight. Just about every tomato is going to get late blight. It's just going to happen. So that's a good time to go ahead, replant.
So they'll last until about July, you said?
July, it just depends on the temperature because sometimes the 1st of July hasn't been as hot as what normally. So maybe mid-July. It very temperature and breed. What kind of breed of tomato you got?
Is there any way, is there anything that you can plant after you plant your tomatoes that will grow in August and September?
Yeah, so we got some really hot weather crops, like sweet potatoes. Which do take up a lot of room. Also, the moringa tree, we got those planted, fixing to come up, get into the ground. Okra likes hot weather. Loofah likes really hot weather.
And do you plant those now?
The moringa, a couple weeks, you should be okay.
Okra, the only reason why I say that is
because
I'm talking after the tomatoes
After
are
tomatoes,
done.
I would plant more tomatoes.
But what I'm saying is that in July the tomatoes won't grow anymore. Is there anything I can plant in July that'll grow into August and September? Because I can't plant it now because there's tomatoes in there right now.
Yeah. So I would pull them up, replant tomatoes. You can replant squash, zucchini, cucumbers.
How can I replant tomatoes if it's already July?
Because you got plenty of time. We've got a very, very long summer, so it's going to be hot. Okay, so I think I understand what you're getting at. So the adult plants we're asking them to put on all those tomatoes, and that's a little bit of a struggle to them. But when we replant, we're replanting baby plants, and all that heat's going to get them up quicker, and they're not going to be struggling as much because they're not putting the fruit out.
Okay, so essentially what you're saying is we can have 2 rounds of plants, and this is all new to me. Obviously, you guys probably know this, but
I don't know anything.
So you can pretty much have 2 rounds of plants. Maybe you don't get your tomatoes perfect this year, and you want to plant more, or you just want to plant more.
Yeah,
you can replant. Now, would you say that you have to, as the year goes on, you want to continue to fertilize and get natural, get that stuff back in there because, as we've said before, soil is the most important thing, and you want, think of it as like, I'm trying to think of, we've always had a good analogy, but essentially,
you have to have a Star Wars analogy.
Well, I don't like that. But essentially, it sucks up all the fertilizer, not the natural fertilizer in the food for the plants.
It eats it all.
In the spring, it eats it all, and then there's nothing left over. So one year, your first year you plant something might be great, but then the second round of plants, you don't get anything because there's no nutrients in the soil.
And we've got, I bet every year we get 500 people that come in and say, my garden did really good in the spring, and I replanted, and it didn't do good. And it's exactly like what you said. You're not restocking the refrigerators. If the fridge ain't restocked, then the plants are not going to grow. You've got to feed them. You
got to fill it back up with refrigerant.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And we got a lot of people say, well, my grandparents never fertilized.
Yep.
Yeah, they did. You were at school. They were adding horse manure. They were adding all kind of stuff. Going to their hardware store, getting stuff that they could put into the garden.
Wow.
They were feeding those crops, I promise you.
Megan, we haven't talked about this during the break at all. I'm not sure if you've listened to the show before. We always have something called the plant of the week.
Yes, we do.
And so, do we know what the plant of the week is?
I have no clue.
Okay, so the guest usually brings on the guest. It can't be the Amelia tomato because we've already said that.
I know that Sal's in love with the snacking pepper.
Okay. Well, we have to give it the applause. Who wants to say it? Do you want to make the executive decision?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's give it the drum roll.
Sweet snack.
All right. Give it to us. What is it?
The eggplant.
Woo!
All right. Let's get the applause. Yay. Studio audience. There we go. There we go.
And if you watch the live or the recording, whatever, you'll see that she just had to tell me that.
Yes. Yeah, I see the eggplant shirt, or the eggplant dress, but that's okay. It's okay.
I love eggplants, and it's hot weather. And it's also one of the few nightshades that needs a little bit higher, or does better with higher nitrogen. So, you can rip it up to about a 6 to 8% nitrogen, add a little bit more cottonseed meal to the mix. And they love chicken manure too, because I found this out the hard way. So sometimes when you make mistakes, you learn a lot more. I find if you make a mistake, you learn more than, when you get it right. But I had put a bunch of chicken manure into a bed, and I planted tomatoes, cucumbers, all kinds of stuff, and everything got burned up except for the eggplant.
Oh.
The eggplants look like trees, and they had the biggest, prettiest eggplants. First of all, it's a beautiful bush. It's got beautiful purple flowers on it. If you have a homeowners association, you probably could get by with putting them in the bed in front, and nobody would know it's not a flower. They're so pretty. And there's so many different ways to prepare them. And they really, especially if you're a vegetarian, it's really like meat to you. I mean, it really tastes like meat. You can put garlic. I like them on the grill. I like them fried. So eggplant lasts, even though it gets really hot, it loves the heat.
Well, it's been a great show. Thank you for stopping by, Megan. And you'll be back June 8th, I believe, or 7th.
7th.
You'll be back June 7th. We'll have a Ag and Art Tour special here on the show. So I look forward to that. A lot of stuff over at the farm today. Stop by. Beautiful plants, greenhouse full of plants. That being said, growyourgardenwithsal.com, 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia, and we'll be there to help you out with everything. It's been a great show, and
it's really an experience. So come on down, see the goats, the animals, pick out some plants. Yeah. See all the hard work we did in the front, planting, and
The goats are underrated. The goat retirement home they're really
retirement home.
It is the goat retirement home
with the babies.
Well, all right. Stop by today, 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia, and growyourgardenwithsal.com. Thank you very much, and thank you, Megan.
Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate it.
And thanks for the most awesome producer ever, Josh.
We do. It's not a one-way street. It takes a lot of people. It takes a village to run a show. It takes a village to run, garden. I have to appreciate Sal because everybody calls in and everybody appreciates because you're so community driven. As far as your gardening goes.
My goal is to get everybody growing. So come out to the farm today. We'll be there at 11:30.
11:30 to 3. Thank you very much, and see you next week at 8 a.m.
Thank you.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news.